Well, since I don't have my script handy, when I reinstalled Windows, the documents are there, but I didn't reinstall the Microsoft Word program. So we're just going to wing it. Welcome to the Monday Night Accidental Net on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. I'd like to thank Terry, the owner of this repeater, VE3IQL, here on the VE3ZOE repeater 443.075, no tone required. Thank you, Terry. And let's see, anyone else I have to thank? um, yeah, so we meet here for the Lake Ontario Radio Club 5 times a week, but 4 times here on this repeater Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then on Thursday, we go to the simplex frequency of 446.125 on FM Simplex. And so thank you all for joining us tonight. Let's start by taking any one and done stations, portables, mobiles, or priority traffic. Who would like to check in, please come now. All right, so the ZOE repeater has been logged in. Let's open up the net to anyone and everyone with a valid license who would like to check in. Please come now. All right, so we got Al, VA3 NFL. Got a rough copy on the repeater there, Al, but you're doing a fine job. All right, just had to flip a switch there. Doing all right. Been kind of busy, you know. We just got a new TV and internet service. Uh, had to get that all straightened out. Today I had to uh, talk on the phone with somebody who was not raised in this country and does not speak the language properly. And then trying to cancel the account, they were like, "Oh, well, can you tell me why? Maybe I can help you." And I was like, "Listen, buddy, I'm going to save you the trouble. I know you're supposed to talk me down, but I don't want this service. Cancel everything. Cancel it now." And the young guy was, "Oh, I see. I understand." And but yeah, half an hour later, I got it canceled. My old account. Yeah, so the wife is happy after 1 week of waiting to finally figure out what the problem was. Um, for some reason, the television itself, my Samsung TV, had some video setting for the picture that was not compatible with the Bell equipment, and it kept flashing to a black screen, and so it took me almost a week to figure it out, and now we're all good. CJZ. All right. There we go. There you go. You got it. VA3CJZ looking for check-ins on the Monday night Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Please come now. CDV. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Delta Victor. Cal, come on in.
Hey there, I'm just doing a quick in and out because I'm also going to log into the other net and then I got to go for coffee. But anyways, good hearing your voice and please carry on, Cal. Thanks for doing it and talk to you soon. 73.
All right, Cal, thanks for the quick drop in. Have a great evening at coffee and say hi to the gang for me and everyone else here on the ZOE repeater. Take care, sir. Be safe. All right, who else do we got there would like to check in? I'd love to hear if anybody made any contacts, any DX contacts this past weekend. We had the CQ Worldwide DX contest. I did really well. I kind of wished I would have done a little bit more on Saturday, but I did the bulk of my work on Sunday. Anyhow, I'd love to hear from you. Please come now. All right, two more there. IMW and IUK. And let's bring in Mac, VA3IMW.
Thanks, Charles. Appreciate you running the net tonight. Very good. And recognizing Kilo Romeo 4, Japan Golf Papa. That's Gary out of, I believe, North Carolina. So he's a YouTube check-in for us tonight. Nice to hear that they share the same opinions of daylight savings time. OMG, got up an hour early this morning, and it was frustrating because I had just finished a dream where I dreamt that I slept in. So these dreams are getting weirder and weirder all the time. Last week I had a dream that I was going to take a nap, and that happened just barely before the alarm went off. So dreaming of sleep-related dreams, that's totally weird. Anyways, nothing screams at me for bragging DX, but I was able to work a park in Great Britain yesterday. Let's see, it was 2,000 hours UTC, so what's that over here? 6 hours difference, Anyways, do the math. The nice thing is I was able to work Stuart Crow on 20 meters on CW, and the extra bonus turned out to be a 3-fer. So the nice thing is that I'm able to watch the tally chunk away as I progress towards my next increment. So things are moving along, and it's nice to be able to see some positive surprises when you go and check your hunter logbook. Anyways, don't forget to pop in and say hello to Marty on the NCF repeaters. Once we finish up here, we'll carry the stream over and monitor the 444.075 frequency until he finishes up there. Just make sure that we go long enough that we don't have to listen to Rick's announcements. Roger. Hi. Anyways, that's all for me. Got to work and got home unscathed, despite the weary feelings I'm sure we all had today. It'll take a couple of days for this new time change to settle in, and hopefully everybody had a much better day than the accident that I passed on the way home. Car rolled over in the center median. He obviously didn't sleep well last night. 7-3 is my friend, and I'll be listening along.
Yeah, you bring up a good point there. Maybe that's why I slept in today, Mac. I had to catch up on the missing sleep from the day before. And yes, they say that the time change is has the highest rate of pedestrian pedestrians getting hit by motor vehicles, as well as motor vehicles getting hit by motor vehicles, and so on and so on. Yeah, it just changes everybody's perspective, I guess. So yeah, very good. Well, let's see now. Um, I am so thrilled that I got my cat control working on the new Yaesu FTX1 Optima. It's a game changer. I mean, when I bring up my logging software, which by now is well paid for itself, the AC log by N3FJP, and it's paid itself over many times. But now that I got the cat control with this one there, my I bring up my DX band map. I see a frequency in a country. I click on it, and the radio goes straight to it. Oh man, that is so nice. And let's see. Yeah, I got 4 new countries. So as you guys know, all my contacts are on phone. So I'm quite thrilled to be having a high score on phone. Well, to me, it's always a high score, right? Uh, One more from the day previous is always a high score. So quite happy. Back to you there, Mac.
Oh, absolutely. When it comes to ham radio, chalking up the contacts and adding countries or parks or whatever you're currently really interested in, it's a move towards your personal goals. It's not a competition amongst other folks, but I guess there's always that look over your shoulder because there's somebody coming up behind you. But nonetheless, everybody enjoys a little bit different aspect of the ham radio obsession. I mean hobby. Um, Glad that you've got your cat control working for you. I was working with a program to work with the 7300, and when I activated cat control, I didn't like the things that it did. So I kind of idled the program, and I haven't reconnected it since. But once I established communications between the computer and the radio, it did all kinds of weird and funky things, including changing the time on the radio. It set the radio time to UTC, something similar to that, and I'm not sure it was even correct. So I'm going to do a little bit more investigation before I bother with cat control at this point in time. But yeah, good on you. You seem to be learning day by day that this new rig of yours has got a lot of bells and whistles in there. That you're going to spend the next 3 decades just clicking switches and kicking ass and taking names. Thanks for doing this one again, Chuck. I'll let you go ahead with the rest of the guys, and hello to everybody else on net. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Break.
Yeah, go ahead, Break.
Hey, Chuck. Is there a special program for this cat control? How does it work?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't going through the repeater that time. Boy, signals are much better on direct. Anyways, Al, in my logging software, there's an area where you can set up the controls that will work with your computer. So you need a software with it, and you need a way to connect your radio to your computer. Now, sometimes that involves using virtual COM ports, and you're going to have to go to YouTube University like the rest of us to really be able to grasp what I'm talking about there, Al. It sounds nice and easy, but every piece of gear works differently. And so it just basically tells your radio, I'm sorry, your computer tells your radio uh, where to go, what to do, channel up, down, transmit, go to a certain frequency. And a lot of people use it for FT8. So if you're using FT8, you kind of have cat control, right?
So is this a special program? You haven't said that.
Well, Al, I'm using my logging software, which is called AC Log. That's Alpha Charlie Lima Oscar Golf. And you can find that software on the website November 3 Fox Juliet Papa N3FJP.com. And it's called AC Log. And he also has a suite that you can buy along with the AC Log. And that suite gives you all the contests. And whenever a contest comes up, you just download that, or install that particular contest software and enter the secret code, and it unlocks it for you. So check it out, n3fjp.com.
Yeah, I've had software there for a whack of years. Not sure. I'm going to have to go to YouTube University to figure out this cat controlled. All right, I'll check it out.
Yeah, so for example, a quick example, Al, I've got my AC Log open, and if you click on settings, there's a thing you can highlight that says rig control, or rig settings, and you go in there, and that's where you adjust the settings and make your radio, your computer find out if your radio is talking to it.
All right, Chuck, I'm in there now. I'll check it out and see where I end up.
All right. Hopefully it works quick and easy for you. All right, thanks. Let's go back to Mac and see if he's got any last words.
You make it sound so final, Chuck. I'm not going anywhere. Anyways, also recognizing Guy checking in from Ottawa. Nice to hear that things are going well with him. And he's starting a secondary ham radio course up there in Fair City there. Anyways, other than that, I really don't think I'm totally out of words, but I'm just out of worthwhile things to say. So I'll turn it back to you.
All right, then. So let's bring in Bill, who's been patiently waiting, VE3IUK.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck, and good evening to everyone who's listening and on here, and everyone that's checked in on YouTube. Not too bad of a day. A little bit of activity on the bands. 16 new parts, so I was happy about that. And excuse me. Two I was especially happy about were getting a park in Saskatchewan and also getting a Porta Park in Germany on 17 meters. That was a total shock. Sort of a surprise. I didn't even look at the spotting page. I was just tuning around on 17. I heard this guy calling CQ Porta, and he was around about a 5.4, 5.5, and I went back to him, and he gave me a 5.6 signal report, and there you go. So always surprises. So current confirmed parks hunted is 2,303. So we're slowly climbing up to the 2,500 mark. And for some reason, I'm fascinated with how I get into Florida. I've sort of been picking on that state because I seem to do good down that way. And we have 135 parks confirmed in Florida. So kind of fun, Chuck, and glad that your rig's working out, and congratulations. Sounds like you had a pretty fruitful weekend there. So I'll turn it back to you, Chuck. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Bill, and congratulations on your accomplishments there. also. And you know what, Bill? There's, I think, a little over half of Canada's population. I think around 21 million people living in Florida. And that is the one state where you can pretty much, well, if you go from the midpoint of the state down to the southern tip, you can pretty much live there winter free most of the time. Of course, this year they've had a really unusual weather, but that's been all over the world. So it's no wonder there are people that live in trailer parks and set up their radio gear permanent, and so they're on a permanent POTA uh, set up there. So I don't know. Anyways, good for you. I remember back in my 11-meter days, I used to have a pipeline during the solar maximum down to Florida. Like you could count on it. You could set your watch by it, and I could talk to the guys for a couple of hours with no interruptions in signal. It was great.
Yeah, well, today was an exception. Florida wasn't coming in as well, but band conditions weren't good as usual. I can almost sort of measure what I'm going to do by what I can hear from that part of the world. I mean, that doesn't deter me from doing POTA, certainly not. But yeah, I think it's because a lot of snowbirds down there as well. So you're right about that, Chuck. But regardless, it's kind of fun. So I'm sort of on a hunt to see how many parks I can get confirmed in Florida. I think there's something like 480, something I can't remember, something like that. So we've got a little over a quarter. Anyway, Chuck, that's it from here. I'll turn it back to you. Thanks for doing it. I'll be listening along.
Okay, very good, Bill. Well, you said that three-letter word, Bill, and that is fun. It's all about having fun. And so, you know, you uh, uh, you keep doing things while they're still fun. All right, let's see now. And yes, hello, Guy. His course will be starting soon, I think. And Albert, I see, has joined us. Hey, good evening, Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Tango. Thanks for joining us once again, Albert. Did you get summertime weather down there? I'm reading, whoa, 64 degrees here, Fahrenheit. So it's pretty nice and balmy outside. Hope it was down there or up there in Barrie, I should say. That's north. And then I see Matt, VE3 Sierra Mike November. Okay, you're going to catch us from the truck on the way to coffee. All right. 17 degrees for Barrie, Ontario. Very good. Guy got 13 in Ottawa. Okay. Still very nice. Okay, with that, let's see who else would like to check into the Monday night accidental net. This is VA3CJZ.
V3 LBI.
All right, VE3LBI. Larry, come on in.
Yep, thanks, Chuck. Everybody on the net tonight. Quiet day, didn't do really too much. Fighting a piece of software on Linux Mint that I finally got to work. So, anyways, that was kind of my 2 or 3 hours I spent with that. But eventually got it to work what I wanted to do. So, other than that, just a quiet day here.
Oh, yeah. I had to do some battling with software myself. My OBS studio that I use for streaming the nets here, was not cooperating, wasn't hooking up with YouTube properly. So it took me the better part of the afternoon to get that fixed up. So I'm glad it's working now. And yeah, go ahead, Larry.
Nothing really else to report there, Chuck. Just kind of dropped in. Sitting back, I wanted to look at something else, actually, YouTube here I was interested in. So I'll kind of listen along to the end. Thanks for picking me up.
Okay, so we'll clear with VE3LBI. And I just want to point out if you're looking at the YouTube stream, which you can find by typing in my call VA3CJZ and clicking on the live button, you'll notice that I've got two different frequencies up on the screen. The other one is the 2 meter repeater frequency for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club, which also has their net going on at this time. And so once we're done here, I'm going to go over there and say hi to Marty and drop in there. And then at 8 p.m., I'll be going to the new frequency of 7.150 on 40 meters at 8 p.m. to join Rick for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club HF net. And so once again, it's 7150 megahertz on 40 meters. And so we finally convinced Rick to go up last week. I went and scoped out a range in the band and told him from here to here looks not too bad. And so we're going to try it tonight for the first time. And so with that, let's see who else is out there would like to join us here on the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Please come now.
VE3, every known joke.
Geez, it's a good thing I can spell. Hey, Bill? VE3EKJ. Bill, come on in.
Evening. I don't catch you with that one. To be honest, I catch very, very few people with that one. And it's a little hard here at the moment for me. I'm fending off the dog. She's trying to climb up into my lap. She's about pushing 50 pounds, so that's always kind of interesting.
Yes, there are some portly, four-legged, furry friends out there. Some, you really should watch because it's not healthy, right? You have some breeds that are prone to preconditions in the first place due to their breed. For example, bulldogs with the short nasal canal tends to give them a very, very short lifespan. But anyways, Bill, I'm so glad you have a four-legged friend to make you smile every once in a while and keep you busy. I'm definitely missing mine.
Oh, yeah. When they go, it's like losing, someone in the immediate family. And my dog, she's not really fat. She's chunky. She's, a mutt, but she came from the larger breeds. She looks to be mostly Rottweiler, and they're a beefy dog. But the head and the snout is, I don't know. It's more like a little big for a terrier, but a little small for, for a German Shepherd. My previous dog, Fred was his name. He was a German Shepherd, and he was about 120, 130 pounds. And I love German Shepherds. He was the smartest type of dog. That's an extremely intelligent breed. And I swear he had an amazing vocabulary. He could pick things out that you're talking about as if, I swear he did understand me. Quite often it was like talking to a person. And I read an article once, German Shepherds apparently can have a vocabulary of up to 1,000 words. And I thought that was true about my Fred, but I swore that 900 of them had to do with
food. You're probably right, because they sure key in when their ears perk up. It's something that they wanted to hear. So maybe, yeah, I know. Geez, my dog, I swear, could speak English. More words than the average dog you would think. And I've met some German Shepherd. I've met a lot of dogs, and I'd say about 95% of the animals I've met have all liked me. But there's the odd ones that just want to rip everyone apart, and so. Anyways, yeah, yeah, a lot of dogs. And it's so funny watching videos of people from other country, like China, for example, talking to their dog in Chinese, and of course the dog speaks Chinese. Back to you.
Well, that's better than me. Although I did pick up two words of Chinese over the years. One was "nehoma," which means "how are you," and the other one I will not use on the air. But it's great if you miss the nail when you're swinging the hammer.
Oh, that
So
one.
that is not one I should repeat. Ham radio-wise, I haven't got too much to talk about. I've still been working on some of my projects and tinkering away. I've got one kit HP23 power supply banged back into great shape. No hum or anything. Capacitors all replaced. And I have so many old heat kits that I can power them up with. I think I'll start going through some of them and get them all knocked into working order. One of these days, I'm going to be able to show up at a ham fest and start flogging some of it off. But in the meantime, I don't know. I guess I'm a hoarder.
Well, Bill, just rent yourself a table at the next flea market, and you'll for sure make your money back on what it cost you for the table and a little bit of a pocket change.
Well, when you don't drive, that's a little tough. The bus doesn't always go to a pertinent ham fest, and you can only get so much in the little cart on the bus.
Yes. Well, that's where you uh, see whenever there's an opportunity to maybe offer someone a little gas money or something. You can always work things out. But anyways, Bill, with that, I'm going to try and carry on and see if there's any other check-ins waiting in the wings. And also, don't forget, we're going to be going to see Marty on the VE3NCF repeaters. And then, of course, at 8 o'clock on 40 meters with Rick, VE3BK, on 7.150 tonight.
Okay, I'll check in. I just about take out at the front end of his receiver when I check into that net, though. Should be fun. And just one quick comment about my, selling off my hoard. Part of the problem, though, I find is that, I've been watching at the Hamfest for a long time, and that's where I picked up a few treasures, but times have changed. Very, very few hams want to buy anything they're going to have to restore, either because they can't or they just don't want to be bothered or whatever. There's always a lot of interest if it's already restored. Somebody, who's got, some museum DNA in them will pick them up if I've already got them working perfectly. But until I get them to that point, they just don't move very quickly anymore. Times have changed.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think we've discussed this before, where uh, the the lot more older hams than new ones, and the society we live in nowadays is pretty much a throwaway society. Oh, it stopped working. Let's buy another one. And a lot of things they make, pretty much, you have to destroy the item to get into it to fix it because they seal things up. They don't want you to fix it.
Yeah, and that's not. I think though that's a secondary thing, not wanting you to fix it. I think what it really boils down to, like that was my career, selling parts to electronic manufacturers, and it's just that the way things are designed now, it's cheaper, easier, and faster to pay no attention to the things being easily repaired. Just wire them all up and with the machines and shove them out the door, sell them in the stores. And the quality's usually pretty good. There's not that many warranty failures. And if they are, it's cheaper just to give the customer a new one. So when you open up something you bought now, your home hi-fi set or a ham radio or whatever, a serviceman looks at that and he just turns green and starts shuddering, and he says, I don't even want to be bothered, because you have to take so much of it apart just to try to get at something to test it. And by the time you do that, everything's disconnected, so you can't do it under power. And it's just a nightmare, so, nobody wants to repair them.
Yeah, Bill, good point here is the CMOS battery in a lot of rigs. I've noticed they're like welded in place and they're kind of tough. Anyways, Bill, I want to say thanks for your check-in tonight and look forward to hearing you on any of the other nets we have coming up. And with that, I'll say 7-3 for now, and let's see who else is out there would like to stop by and say hi on the Monday night accidental net for the Lake Ontario Radio Club.
Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike November.
Victor Echo 3, Quebec Uniform Mobile.
Okay, let me see. I think I've got two mobiles there. Sierra Mike November and Quebec Uniform. Let's bring in Matt. VA3 Sierra Mike November.
Thanks, Chuck. Good evening, and good evening, everyone on net. I'm in the truck. I'm glad I got to check in before it was too late. I got to drive halfway across the mountain to get a clear signal, so here I am. I just want to come in and say hello to everyone and let you carry on with the net, Chuck.
All right there, Matt. I think I got an S6 on you there on direct. About the same as the repeater. The repeater's not doing very well tonight, but I hear you loud and clear. So have fun at coffee. I think that's where you're headed. And say hi to the gang for me once again, please.
You're exactly right, and I will definitely do that. VE3SM, and I'll be here listening for a little while. Have a good one, Chuck, and 7-3 everyone on net.
Oh, I think when this cup of coffee is empty, Matt, I'm going to have to go and go for the special stash of Irish cream coffee there. What do you think?
That sounds like a plan. Right on.
All right, Matt. Thanks again for your check-in, sir. Be safe, and we'll talk to you later. And don't forget, Rick will be on 7.150 this evening, not 7.100. We're going to try it out a little bit higher up, 7.150. All right, so let's bring in Scott, VE3 Quebec Uniform.
Good evening, Chuck, and all on frequency. And I hear the gang's going over to Mickey D's, James and
James and Stone Church there, and or Rymal. Hope to get over there sometime. Say hi to the gang for him. Tell him Scott QU said hi if you're still in there. And if Bernie and Marty and Gary still go out, and the crew of them from the NCF group there, say high five for me. And just another bean for the pot. And I'll check my wife in as well for you, Chuck, as well, VA3GFI. She'll say hello as well, Georgette. And just a couple beans for you, and we'll check out. Got a whole load of groceries and a little bit of takeout supper here in hand.
Ah, the good old takeout. I think the last time I spoke to you, you got takeout. Right on. Okay, very good. And yeah, you're coming in great into the repeater there, Scott. Very good audio. And I also have Victor Alpha 3, Golf Fox India. Is that correct?
Roger, roger. Ground fault interrupt.
Yeah. I got that, but I wasn't sure if it was Alpha or Echo, Victor Alpha or Echo. So anyways, you're both in the log there. Thank you, Georgette, also. And just give us a big hi so we get an official check-in.
Hello.
And hello back. Enjoy your takeout, and be safe. Drive safe out there. Of course, we're one day into after the time change, and usually at sunset and sunrise, it's dicey for some people there. Back to you, Scott.
Roger, roger. Thanks again, Chuck, and thanks again for the check-in. And it was Victor Alpha 3, VA3, not a Victor Echo. She got her ham ticket a few years later. I talked her into being a ham with me when I married her. So 73 guys, take care, and ladies on frequency as well. Ciao for now.
All right, I'll let you marry me if you become a ham. All right, very good. Congratulations. And so thank you for your check-in there, guys. And I want to say 7-3 to Gary. I guess he's taken off. Someone is saying goodnight, Gary. But I don't see him saying he's... oh, he did say 7-3, y'all. 7-3, y'all. All right. So that clears my list. Let's see who else is out there would like to check in on the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Please come now.
Kilo 4 Romeo Zulu Papa, state 4 RZD.
Okay, I've got Kilo Fox 4 Romeo Zulu something.
That's Kilo 4 Romeo Zulu Papa.
Okay, Kilo 4 Romeo Zulu Papa. Come on in with your name and location.
I am from Alabama. I'm up here on work travel and just happened to bring a handheld with me and saw this repeater and just was checking it out and heard the net and just thought I might see if I could hit it and say hey to you guys.
All the way down from Alabama. Well, very good then, my friend. You should come in the summertime. It's much more, much nicer. So what's your name again? My name here is Chuck. Charlie Hotel Uniform, Charlie Kilo.
Roger that, Chuck. My name is Zane. Zulu Alpha November Echo.
All right, Zane, pleased to meet you, and welcome to our net. We're here every Monday night at between 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern Time here. How long are you here in Burlington for?
I've been here for nearly 2 weeks, but I leave Wednesday, so hate that I didn't find you guys last Monday.
Oh, okay. Well, you can always follow us along when you get back home to just go into YouTube and put in my call, and that's Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Put that in the YouTube search, and then you can find me there under the live button at the right time, and you can follow us along. And all my other videos are there as well. So again, it's Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, and that way you can check in via YouTube if you like.
Roger that. I'll give it a look. Check you out on there. I appreciate the info.
All right, so I checked you on direct, Zane, and you were coming in at about an S4. So your handheld is definitely making the trip from Burlington. We're not that far apart, but nonetheless, the handy talkie's working well for you. Thanks for your check-in, and anything else?
No, sir. Thank y'all for having me. And say 73 to you and everyone listening on the net. Hope y'all have a good rest of your evening.
All right, Zane, same to you, sir. Take care and be safe. Have a great rest of the evening. And so let's see who else is out there would like to check in to the Monday Night Accidental Net here on the Lake Ontario Radio Club.
Recheck VA3 IMW.
Recheck, go ahead.
Thanks, Chuck. Just a little additional information for our friend from Alabama. Feel free to check into our nets. We're also here Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So, in addition to Chuck live streaming the Monday
Yes, I'm
night
sorry.
net, all 5 of our nets are live streamed by myself, VA3 IMW. So, that is Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday on this repeater, and then on a simplex frequency on Thursday evening. Welcome to Canada, my friend, and feel free to give us a shout out here. There's usually 100,000 people listen to this. I'm joking. There's always somebody listening to this repeater, and usually somebody will come back to you. If you're looking for somebody to say hey to, just key up on the VE3ZOE repeater. Thanks again, Zane, and thanks, Charles, for the chance to get in there.
Okay, Mac, my apologies. I forgot to mention I was being selfish because I also have the stream going for myself at the moment. And so that's right. Mac, Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey is streaming all the Lake Ontario Radio Club nets during the week. I usually do the Wednesday evening Amateur Radio Exchange Group Simplex Net on Wednesday, and then sometimes on Monday I'll stream as well because the HF net is coming up at 8 o'clock, and so all I have to do is switch over to the HF frequency and just keep the stream going. So thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. So with that, any other check-ins for tonight's net before we call it a night for this net? Please come now. Okay, so I counted, I think, around 12 check-ins altogether. I'll double check the stream there, Mac, and see if I missed anybody. And Guy, yes, you are also in my log with that special call sign. I don't know if you remember it, but that's okay. So with that, thank you all so much for joining us one more time for the Lake Ontario Radio Club nets here throughout the week. And now we will probably switch over and say hi to Marty on the VE3NCF repeaters. Thanks, everyone. Have a great rest of the evening. This is VA3CJZ saying so long for now.
Starts in 10 minutes.
Okay, well, pretty quiet here. Usually we get a few check-ins from Chuck's accidental net when they close down, but maybe they're still chugging along there. This is the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club Monday check-in net, which comes on every week at this time, 7 to 8 on this frequency, and we're an informal net. Just to keep in touch with the local amateurs in the area, although we do get some check-ins from faraway places, Mumbai, India, sometimes Huntington Beach, California, and sometimes even Texas, coming in on the All-Star link or the Echo link. By the way, if you're interested in All-Star, the All-Star link is for cell phones. You get an app, and you put it on your cell phone, and you sign into the All-Star organization, and then you get connection there, where you can pretty well connect with anywhere in the world, Sydney, Australia, or, Kazakhstan, or wherever there happens to be an All-Star node, and they're all listed there. So what you do, if you're interested, is go to HamiltonARC.com, HamiltonARC.com, and look up the instructions for going on the All-Star link up. There's one app for iPhones and another app for Androids to get you on that. And of course, Echo Link's somewhat similar, maybe a little bit older system, but you can look that up as well and find out how to make a connection. Anyway, we're listening for any further check-ins on the Monday net. Please call now. Okay, stand by, Chuck. I think Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey was first this evening. Go ahead, Mac.
Good evening, Marty, and all on that. Yeah, we just finished up on the other side, and when I flipped the radio over, I heard the sound of silence. I was immediately thrown back into the 70s. Hi. Anyways, yes, a beautiful day today. Gorgeous. I could use more of that, right? I'm not sure how warm it got here in the city. It was like plus 19 Celsius as I approached home. So definitely thumbs up, a couple of thumbs up, maybe 3 or 4 of them for me. So we're looking forward to the warmer temperatures. The weatherman does have some foreboding information coming to us over the next few days, but I think we'll just ignore that and pretend like it's going to be 72 degrees and sunny all the time. Certainly appreciate you doing this one, Marty, and not much else to share at this point in time. I'm glad to hear that everybody seems to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. Coming through the time change, just be really careful. This is one of those days where they say high potential for traffic accidents, pedestrian injuries, and heart-related issues. So be good to yourself and be safe. Anyways, I'll throw it back to you. Enjoy the time with coffee with the extended ham radio community, and I'll throw it back to you.
Okay, thanks, Mac. Very good, sir. And yeah, I agree. It's nice to see the sun once in a while and feel the warmer weather coming. Pretty soon, Mac, you'll be driving along looking at mirages on the road in front of you. Anyway, good to hear from you, and thanks for the check-in. All right, we'll be clear with VA3IMW and standing by for Victor Alpha 3, Charlie, Juliet, Zulu. Chuck, go ahead, please.
Hey, good evening, Marty, and all on net. Chuck here, down below the escarpment by the Center Mall in Hamilton. And by by golly, I had a great time this weekend with the contest. Unfortunately, Marty, I didn't really do too much work on Saturday, but I made for it. I made up for it on Sunday, and so ended up with four new countries, and so my count is slowly going up. But I think I made contact with about 95 different countries. I made 130 contacts. I Some I got on four different bands, so I worked pretty much 10 and 15. They were just hopping, and then I got a couple on 40, and what was the other one? Maybe 20. But definitely 10 and 15 were just super. Back to you.
That is really good to hear. I didn't go near the radio. I was involved in doing other things, Chuck, but I'm really glad to hear the reports tonight because a couple of folks had a good time on the air and took advantage of the excellent conditions. Well, congratulations on the new countries, Chuck, and I know you're enjoying the hobby much better at the moment. Over.
Oh yeah, with the new Yaesu radio, Marty, it's been great. And I finally found a video on YouTube regarding my cat control. I was having difficulty hooking up cat control from my new radio to the laptop here, but I finally found it. I got the right settings in there, and it's working, and it's so beautiful. I bring up my DX map in my logging software, and if I see a country or a frequency that I like, I just click on it, and the radio jumps there. And it also enters it straight into the log. All you got to do is hit enter, and it goes in. Oh, it's super easy. But yeah, it's it's a ton of fun, Marty. I won't bore you with the details, but yeah, really happy. Back to you, sir.
Good to hear there, Chuck. I'm really glad that things are working out so well. And I've never got to that point where I can click on something and the radio jumps to the frequency. I guess I've never had that as a goal, but it sounds wonderful. I know, there was a lot of guys on Ham Radio Deluxe a few years ago, and my real name is Marsden, although everybody calls me Marty. Anyway, I could always tell when somebody on Ham Radio Deluxe put my call sign in because they'd say, "Hello, Marsden." Anyway, I knew they were using the Ham Radio Deluxe. Over.
Oh, that's kind of funny, but that's a dead giveaway. That's how you know. Right on. Yeah, of course. I know your full name there, so yeah, that's one way to tell how they found you. Okay, Marty, a little over a minute left there. I don't know if you're going for coffee, but I want to wish you a great rest of the evening, and thanks for doing the net. VA3CJZ.
Okay, Chuck, thanks for the check-in. Always good to hear, and all the best until we meet again on the air. 73 for now. Okay, just about 9 o'clock, or 9 o'clock, just about 8 o'clock now. So I'd like to say thank you to everybody who checked in this evening. We had a nice net and good reception for just about everybody. So thanks for being there, and we'll look forward to talking down the log. I wish everybody a good week, and don't forget the announcements that were made, particularly Rick's net that takes place right now. I think his frequency is 7.150, 7.150 on the 40-meter band. This is VE3QEE. I'll be clear and shutting down the rig and wishing everybody well until we meet again. Take care, Marty.
and we were down below, but in the digital area, and we were having a lot of interference. So we've just moved up here, and hopefully we'll get a few more contacts on this location because there's no noise, and also our friends south of the border can join us here as well because now we're in their phone band. So this is VA3 Bravo Kilowatt. Anybody anywhere want to check in? Please go now. Eastern Standard Time, looking for check-ins for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. You do not have to be a member to join us here. This is VA3 Bravo Kilowatt. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of interference on my local antenna, so I don't know what that is. It just sounds like something in the background there may be close. VA3 Bravo Kilowatt for the HF net. Anybody anywhere? Oh, that could have been somebody tuning up. And if Chuck's in there, Chuck, if you let me know where we're streaming on YouTube or not. Anyway, VA3 Bravo Kilowatt for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. Do not have to be a member to check into our net. VA3 Beacon.
Good evening. It's Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. I'm sure Chuck will be along shortly.
Okay, India Mike Whiskey, and hey, were you part of the POTA on the weekend there, over?
I was hunting on the weekend. No activations, but I was tempted.
Okay, very good. Okay, while you're coming in, you're just booming in here. I'm listening to you on the, actually in Pennsylvania. So I'm going to try to switch over because I think, Scarman could be in our way. I don't always get you strong direct, so I'll try you. And anything else for that there? Go ahead, Mac.
Okay, Roger. I think it's a really bright move to move up. 7.150 is probably a good spot. It allows for some additional content to come in from the stateside. I'm not sure if the generals can get down this low, but nonetheless, you'll have some traffic from the U.S., I'm sure. When you light up the band scope, they happen to find us everywhere. Anyways, yeah, had a good weekend. Avoided much of the contesters. I guess the highlight of the weekend was working Parks on the Air guy over in Great Britain. Stuart Crow was working at CW, so I made contact with him. And when I looked at my log, my hunter log, it turned out to be a threefer, so working one operator with 3 parks. So the numbers are climbing day by day, week by week, and it's a lot of fun. Anyways, that's about it for me. I may be in and out from time to time, but you know how it is, right? The guys that are still working, they got to get ready for the next day. And this one here was a tough one. Getting up an hour earlier for work on Monday morning, that sucks. Gotta say, not a big fan of the time change, and perhaps we should follow suit with British Columbia. Anyways, thanks again, Rick. I'll throw it back to you.
There we go. Yeah, I got another one I got to try on here, see if it's any different. But I've got it's a high adapter for the foot switch, etc. And I have an intermittent, and I believe I've checked it more than once, and I believe it's the connector here, because all I do is touch it, and it goes again. So, and I've slid in and out, and it works fine. Anyway, well, I still wake up at 6 o'clock every day, usually, and it's about the time I used to get up. It used to be 5 o'clock, now it's 6 o'clock, now the time's back to normal. So anyway, well, that, years and years and years of getting up at the same time every day. So if you're on shift work, I don't know how those guys do it, change from week to week there. You got to be able to go to sleep on just a minute's notice or whatever, just go to sleep anytime. But anyway, well, thanks for that, Mac, and thanks for that. It sounds like Chuck had fun working DX, and I know I listened in on 15 and a couple of bands, and those guys were just going crazy with that one contest. And it's actually pretty good to be able to get some countries in there. When you get a big contest like that, that's the time to go and work DX, or if they're on there. And some of the information I get myself from the ARRL, it also tells me where the DX expeditions are. So, there's different software too that'll show you that. And so if you want to work somebody that's out there spending $1.5 million going, being landed by helicopter onto a remote a remote island somewhere, you can work them. Anyway, one DX station that I worked was on dunes. They were on sand, or not dunes, but they were on sand in the middle of the ocean. And while they were there, it came up to their knees or whatever. They had stands built so that it would be above the water level if the water level came up a bit. And I actually worked them guys on their DXpedition, and I forget what it was called. It was like an island or whatever. But anyway, lots of fun. Anyway, anything else here, Mac? Over.
Nothing else for the time being, Rick. Like I say, I may be in and out, and if I got anything that itches my little gray cells, I'll be sure and let you know. Thanks for doing this one, and again, thumbs up on a frequency change. You're moving in the right direction.
Yeah, Roger on that. And by the way, I checked you local, and I can't believe it, you're like up to 10 over local, and whereas down on the other frequency, couldn't predict you was good. So maybe your antenna favors a little higher in the band there as well, there, Mac, over.
Oh, yes, absolutely. This NSET is happier up around, I'm going to say it's good for 7,175 in its prime, and that way it works on the multiples, right? So when I get into 20 meters, it operates the same way.
Okay, well, that explains it then. It's working great. It's probably pretty narrow then, tuning-wise. Okay, thanks back, and we're clear with you. Let's see if somebody was tuning up there, I think. But, of course, you were over it. So we're clear with VA3IMW, and let's see if VA3CJZ is in there. Go ahead if you're in there.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Okay, very good. And I heard that about the DX. Well, that's one reason why I started doing contests here, Chuck. And I found it a lot easier just to say 5-9 Ontario, and sometimes you could write you, but not likely not when it's DX.
Yeah, good evening, Rick, and all on frequency. By the way, we are streaming on YouTube. Just type in VA3CJZ in the YouTube search and click on the live button. You can follow us there. And yeah, I had a great time doing the contest. I wished I would have had time to do it on Saturday, but the wife was off work and I was busy doing stuff. And so I only got like 2 contacts on Saturday, but I got 130 on Sunday. And I swear I must have got about 95 countries, but only 4 of them were new to me. So, Rick, I talked from Australia, Indonesia, all the way to Japan. Oh, it was great.
Well, that's fantastic, Chuck. Oh, thanks for the YouTube stream, and anybody out there finding us on YouTube. Go in the chat box, say hello to Chuck, VA3CJZ, and that's where we're streaming. So right now we're on 7.150 megahertz on the 40-meter band. And if you're working on your ham tickets, congratulations, keep going. You'll make it, and you'll enjoy the hobby. There's all kinds of different stuff to do. Okay, well, that's, like your antenna is oriented a certain way there, Chuck, and you work in the same countries over again. That does not surprise me at all. The only way you maybe work something different is if you move your antenna somewhere else. But, hey, again, if it works, leave it alone. Famous words. Anyway, thanks for doing it there, Chuck, and so far we're off to a good start. Mac is booming in here tonight. The band looks like it's wide open.
Yeah.
It was pretty noisy when I first turned it on, and I was getting South America on this frequency, but right now this frequency seems to be clear. So anybody listening, this is the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club Net on a Monday night, HF, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. At 9 p.m. we usually go to 10 meters, and if the band is not open, it's local guys, 2845, but we've had the odd ham check-in south of the border if the band happens to be open. Okay, as far as the contest goes, I listened in on Saturday. I didn't go in the contest. I just listened around, and 15 meters was wide open. I didn't bother checking too many other bands. I know 20 is always open, and usually 42. So, 15 would have been the other band, or 10 meters, and you said you worked them on Sunday. So that's fantastic, Chuck. Anyway, back to you for any more comment. And oh boy, you having fun with that new radio? That's the name of the game.
Yeah, absolutely there, Rick. So, I'm really happy I got those 4 new countries. My count is slowly getting there. I'm at 151 countries, and that's all on phone. And so pretty happy about that. So anyways, I'll let you carry on for now, Rick. I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee, so don't call on me for a few minutes. I'll be back. VA3CJZ.
With your new coffee maker.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, thanks for that, Chuck. Anyway, thanks for the YouTube stream. Anybody on YouTube, Chuck's on for coffee, but he'll be back shortly. Okay, this is VE3 Bravo Kilowatt, and we're located in Hamilton, Ontario for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. We have a net here on Monday nights, and we just moved to 7150 to get away from the digital frequencies. So anybody anywhere, if you can hear us, you're more than welcome to check in. You do not have to be a club member or anything like that to check in on the net. So please go now if you're out there hearing us. VE3 Bravo Kilowatt.
Victor Echo 3, Delta Zulu Papa.
Well, there there's Gary, and how you doing there, Gary? How am I coming in? The band looks like it's wide open.
Yeah, very good, just a second, I gotta see the microphone. Hang on.
Okay, you're gonna check what? Yeah, cut out on me, Gary. VA3CJZ, go again. Okay, I think Gary said he was going to go check something. So anybody else out there, Gary was coming in good, but he cut off there at the end. I don't know what happened to him. So, Gary, if you come back, just butt in. Anyway, this is V3 Bravo Kilowatt. Anybody anywhere? If you can hear us, go ahead.
Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Kilo Golf.
Okay, again, please. Victor Echo 3 Whiskey something.
Yeah, good evening, Rick. Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Kilo Golf. Kevin, just east of you over here, giving you a check-in.
Okay, are you on the low power there, Kevin? I am actually listening in Pennsylvania, and I'm go local here to hear you even better. But anyway, I had a little bit of static on the signal. Are you QRP tonight, or what? What are you doing there, over?
No, I'm on the 7,000 with about 50 watts, and I'm on an NFED, random NFED with a 9-to-1 Unan. It's only about 15 feet off the ground, though, and an inverted V. But that's what I'm running there. Back to you.
Okay, very good. Well, you're 10 over here locally, and I'm hearing you on the Pennsylvania SDR, but you're a little bit scratchy on there. So, anyway, actually, I'm going to set you in Shrewsbury. I can switch them back and forth here. Let me go back to the other one and see if I actually hear you on that. Two there. Let's see, take me a second. There we go. Okay, go ahead. Give me some transmission. I'll see if I can hear you on that one.
Alrighty, VE3BK. This is VE3WKG. Get a little chitter chatter here. Yeah, running this little random wire. I think it's 71 feet of wire off a 9-to-1 Unan. But the highest peak is 15 feet off the air, inverted V, just tossed up over a tree and going to the end of the fence post. Back to you.
Okay, fantastic. You're making a good trip there, but it's just noisy there listening on those things, So for anybody that I can get locally here, good. I got to tell you, when Marty first started, now it's changed. It's changed because the clocks went ahead. It's changed, and the band seems to be wide open. Hopefully we'll get some of the guys that used to check in with us on 80 meters all the time, and they checked in with us before when the band was good on 7100. But anyway, you're coming in and you're like 10 over here, 10 over on that infet, so you're doing pretty good there, Kevin. Okay, anyway, you got anything else for that? Did you work any contests on a weekend there, or were you too busy there, over?
Yeah, I never really did too many of them contests other than the POTA and the QSO party there with Kevin. Even that's coming up, the Ontario QSO party. No, I did that when I was in New Hampshire 3 years in a row there with the other Kevin, and that was about it. I give out some points to some of them there, but I was playing around on 6 meters again. I made a 6-meter full wave loop, and it's only 10 or so feet off the ground. I was messing around with that. Boy, does that thing pick up good. Do you know, I haven't worked them or anything, but I was receiving on 6 meters FT8, the digital stuff, like Argentina, Japan, China, Thailand. I didn't work them, but I could hear them on that little loop.
Oh, yeah, well, that's the case where you need the power to so they can hear you too. You know, that, they're probably putting on the 100 watts or something. But anyway, one thing about the digital there, here's a lot better than like sideband. So, probably here's better than CW too. But I'll tell you, the CW works really good, and compared to phone, works pretty good from my experience anyway. But anyway, okay. So on the weekend, did you actually work some digital there on the weekend with that QRP rig?
No, I haven't had the QRP rig hooked up in a while. I'm probably going to get out now that it's better and do some POTA, though. I usually go to the waterworks there on Woodward or down at the Naval Scourge. I'll do the Army thing down on the beach. They got the pavilion, all the tables set up there. I got some new modified antennas. I modified the Pac-12. I don't want to say out here, but I got to work it. Who cares? I bought a little capacitor hat to go on the top. Been messing around, and you don't have to, it makes your antenna shorter, with the capacitor hat. Not a whole lot of noise, and I made some homemade ground planes. And instead of the old base part of the Pac-12 that falls apart sometimes, I bought one from AliExpress there for like $25. It's all nice, what is it, made out of hard metal. It ain't going to fall apart. Been playing around with that. And the V-dipole, gotta love that. V-dipole comes everything, the mount, everything, for like $63 and two 18-foot whips that come with it. That's fun to play with. Anyhow, I'll let you get some more check-ins there, Rick. It's nice to see we come up in the band here, or you come up in the band. I first tuned in down below, and then I remembered, oh yeah, they're up around 150. Come up here and saw your big loud station coming through. Back to you, VA3BK, VA3WKJ. I'll be listening along, by the way.
Okay, very good, Kevin. Yeah, I think I sent you a notice that we were coming up here. Anyway, a tip, 2 meters. The old TV antennas you're talking about, inverted V, the old TV antennas with the bunny ears, you had two antennas that were telescopic. Well, you can actually tune them on 2 meters, and they work really good. Really good. It's an inverted V on 2 meters. But anyway, that's something just to play with, because you can pick those bunny ears up. Nobody uses them anymore, and if you might be able to find them at a flea market for next to nothing. So, just something else to play with. Okay, Kevin, anything else for the net? And then we'll carry on to see who else is here.
That's about it there. The good old bunny ears. That's funny you mentioned that. When I set these, the inverted V up, or even the Pac-12 for 6 meters, when I click the 705 down to 2 meter band, it's a flat SWR across, even though it's set up for 6 meters. And I used to work Kevin on the mountain there when we'd go to try all different bands, and I'd be on 6 meters there. And he's there, just try 2 meter sideband. We went 2 meter sideband, and I had the antenna set up for 6 meters, and it was a 1.1 SWR on 2 meters. And it actually worked and got out. Okay, I'm back on the side, VE3WKG.
Harmonics work. Anyway, okay, 73 for now. So we're clear with V3WKG. And, I heard you on static there at first. So that's why I didn't pick up your call right away. Okay, and, you're much stronger on local, of course, and right now we're listening in Pennsylvania, but we can listen on our own antenna too. So anybody, anywhere, this is V3 Bravo Kilowatt for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club, Monday night HF Net, and anybody can join in. So if somebody's out there listening, please go now.
Victor Echo 3, Delta, Zulu Papa. We'll try it again, Rick.
What happened, Gary? What happened?
There's somebody else in there, Rick.
Okay, somebody else in there? I don't think I can hear him, but go ahead if you can hear me. Okay, I got the ET Tango. I missed the first part. Give me your call again. ET Yankee Tango. Go again. Give me your call.
Echo 3, Victor.
Okay, Edward from Oakville. All right. Okay, Victor Echo 3. Victor Yankee Tango. And how are you tonight there? And I think it's the first time I've worked you there, Edward. Go ahead.
Eager to test out my new antenna. Location is just to that distance.
Yeah, okay, Ed. Your signal's up and down. It's going from 7.5 up to 9 S units here in Hamilton, so you are making it. Yeah. So that's pretty good there, pretty good, at least. So, yeah, we just moved up here, 7150. We're on the old PPNet frequency, but at night there's too much digital stuff going on. So we decided to move up here and see if it was a lot better. And last week we actually had an American AM join us, and that was great. So, like I say, you don't have to be a club member. So, the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club, we're on NCF, VA3CJZ. You can look that up on 2 meters, whatever, and it has All-Star on it, too. And Echolink, and on Friday nights on our Echolink, you can tune in that frequency. I'm sure you'll be able to pick it up from Oakville. And you can listen into the net there, and it's the guy that's running it right now is actually in Lincoln, Georgia, and the fellow that started in Australia, and he actually joins in too the odd time. Just he's getting up there. He just had his birthday, and he's getting up there in age, so he let the other fellow take it over. And so they have a net from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. On Friday nights there on NCF. So if you want to listen to that. Anyway, yeah, so did you do any contesting on the weekend, Edward? The ARRL DX contest in Sightman was on, and activity everywhere. Okay, great for that, Edward. Okay, 73 for now, and yeah, good. You know Kevin there. So okay, B3 BYT. We're clear. So BE3 Bravo Kilowatt. We're looking for more check-ins on the HF net for Monday night. HF for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. You don't have to be a club member. Anybody, anywhere. If you're out there, going on, please.
Victor Echo 3 Delta Zulu Papa.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, what happened to you before there, Gary? Anyway, B3DZP. Yeah, you just sort of disappeared there. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. No, it's the mic plug on the back of the flex for the balance line. I swear it's the jack on the back of the rig does funny things, and so I switched over to the Heil headset that I know works for sure. I just wanted to say hello. I was tuning along, heard your melodious voice, so I thought I'd pop in and say hello, or as they say, give a bean for the pot.
Yeah, Roger on that. Yeah, well, hey, I enjoy your videos. I go and look at your videos, and I enjoyed that video there you had at the last flea market. So, yeah, pretty good there. Who are you standing with? Anyway, a lot of people I know, and I go look at the pictures too. Somebody had a bunch of pictures on there. So, pretty good there. And I don't get out as much as I did before, so that's always good to hear. Good to see that guys are having a good time, and there's still deals to be had. Hey, we had a members flea market there last month, and it was well attended. I made a little money for the club. I gave the club some money, and that was it. I didn't sell any of my own stuff there. Anyway, but it still saw a lot of people I hadn't seen for a while. So it's always good to do that. So back to you.
Very good. Well, the St. Catherine's Club, they had their big event, first time in many moons, and it was a very good turnout considering the weather. I don't know why they have it in February though, because it's too dicey, the weather, especially snowstorms, you know what I mean, and you go ahead and set up the hall and there's a snowstorm and nobody shows up, but I guess there hadn't been one for a while, so everybody made an effort to get there, and the weather cooperated this time. Well, all is well at this end to a point. I went out there today trying to work this Bouvet Island, the 3Y0K, and all the guys are calling them on 10-meter sideband this morning. A beautiful signal. I couldn't hear a damn thing, and I'm scratching my head. Figured, well, it's either me that's gone deaf or my hex beam has gone deaf at the same time. But I went out there at 5 o'clock, and I'm looking at it, and it's spinning in the wind. So something has come loose up on the pipe out of the rotor. So I can't find anybody to do it. It looks like I'm going to have to climb that tower tomorrow before the rain comes. I'm getting too friggin' old. Be 79 next month, and I still got to climb the tower there, Rick. I just hit in January, too, by the way. Had my anniversary, 60 years of GZV. What do you think of that?
Wow, that's pretty good, Dan. You're 2 years younger than me, so I haven't been able to do that stuff either. And the last time I had somebody up there, some of the work he did came down in the wind again. Oh yeah, so my 160 antenna's not up, but I figured a way I can do it from the ground, so I might do that yet. Anyway, we'll have to see. What else did you say? I think the Niagara Peninsula Radio Club, they bragged that that's the first one of the year. First one. So that's the movie I was watching, and also they were pushing the movie that the CB club there made as well, and it was a lot longer than yours, but they were telling about that. It's pretty too big to be sending around to anybody, that's for sure. But oh well, I'm not sure I really like these pictures being in the cloud. I don't know, everybody seems to be doing that these days, but anyway, it's better quality pictures though, and you can always download them, Gary, so that's the main thing. Anyway, good luck with the antenna. If it's spinning in the wind, you maybe have a broken coax, and you couldn't hear Bouvet Island. I worked there years ago, but yeah, of course, another group. Anyway, do you know off the top of your head which group it is? It's $1.5 million to go land on the island wherever they're going with a helicopter or a plane or something. I don't know, a helicopter probably. Do you know which expedition that is, Gary?
That is the Bouvet. That is 3Y0K. 3Y0K is the call. And the boat, the Argus, is the one that they have rented with the helicopter. And if you Google 3Y0K on YouTube, there's quite a few videos of it and the setup. So those are the ones who spent the $1.7 million and no live stream. That's the part that pisses me off. Is you can't tell whether you've made a contact immediately or not. You have to wait and see. I've got them on 40 FT8 and 12 CW so far, and that's it. But now that I get the antenna pointed in the right direction, I might be able to do a little better. But that's the Bouvet Island expedition right now, Rick.
Okay, thanks for the information. We're talking with VA3CJZ, and this is VA3 Bravo Kilowatt. Yeah, Bouvet Island, 3 Yankee, 0 kilowatt. And yeah, that's the one I heard about, but I wasn't sure if it was there or not. Anyway, yeah, well, one I remember was years ago when John Slimer went on the Penguin Island, and when things melted a little bit, they found out they were in 4 inches of doo-doo from the penguins, and I thought that was, boy, oh boy, you got to be dedicated to do that. They had a heck of a time getting on the island because of the waves there. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. Somebody's put a little cartoon up on this particular de-expedition. It's 2 penguins in the foreground and the tent's in behind in that, and they're saying, you know, these guys poop in a pail and they carry it off to the ship?
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll let you carry on. You have a good net. I'm going to go get myself a coffee and go see if I can't track down these guys on 40 or 30 meters, Rick. But always a pleasure. You take care. Good health to you and yours and everyone on frequency. This is Victor Echo 3 Delta, Zulu Papa Gary and St. Catherine.
Okay, Gary, right back to you, the same thing. And thanks for being there. And let me know later on. We're going to be here every Monday night. Also, if you're around on Thursday, 7100, we do the net for the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum. So I'm on there with Marty. So you might want to check us out there. Anyway, thanks for that. We're clear with VA3DZP. This is VA3 Bravo Kilowatt. Anybody, anywhere for the HF net, you do not have to be a club member or anything else. We're looking for check-ins. VA3VK. Okay, I'll take this opportunity to announce that we're on YouTube. We're on YouTube. VA3 Charlie Juliet Zulu is streaming us live on YouTube. And if you want to chat with him, if you haven't got a ham call sign, he will still write you down. And if you have a call sign, I will make note of it here that you were on there listening to us on YouTube. So it's VA3 Charlie Juliet Zulu on YouTube. And anybody else that's a ham, you might be able to tune us in on 7.150 if anybody has HF. Their 40-meter privileges and can do that. Okay, this is Victor Echo 3 Bravo Kilowatt for the HF net. Anybody anywhere, please go now. Looks like we're getting a little bit of noise locally here. But anyway, we should be able to hear anybody that checks in. This is Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Hamilton Amateur Radio Club at the west end of Lake Ontario. And this is our HF net on Monday night. So anybody, anywhere, if you're out there and you can hear us, please check in.
Comment V3WKG.
Yeah, V3WKG, go ahead.
Yeah, Rick, I just wanted to break in there. I was looking on that DX Summit to see if anyone put us on there or put your net on there. And on 7.150, it says 3Y0K is on there, Bouvet. On this frequency.
You're kidding, Bouvet's on there. I don't hear him at all.
On the DX Summit there, if you look on, it's got this frequency, 7.150, 3Y0K. And somebody speaking in Spanish or something there saying, yeah, Bouvet.
Oh, well, hey, I'm not going to worry about it. I don't hear them, so they don't hear us. And the only ones we might be interfering with somebody in the States, and if somebody in the States can hear them and they hear us too, we will go quiet for a while. So that's the way to solve that one. The story about our contest group, we had the same problem with the DXpedition, and they kept following us around. And the reason they told us that they were following us around because they were getting too many calls from North America, and so they heard us call. We were on one frequency calling CQ, and they went in right behind us, and they could work the rest of the world without interfering with us. So anyway, because there was American hams that were coming on there telling me the same thing you just did. You're interfering with the DXpedition, but we heard them the next day, and we asked them, what was going on, because it was pretty clear when we heard them, and they told us that they were following us around for that reason. But anyway, so we worked them and we got them in our log. That was pretty good there, Kevin. Anyway, thanks for the information, but we're going to stay here.
Yeah, it'd be neat if we heard them, though, eh? We could all contact them. And I was just looking at the time. That was like at 004, so almost 40 minutes ago.
Okay, well, that's who I heard then. I heard them maybe before the net started. There was somebody on there, but they were talking in foreign language, so that could have been them, could have been them. Anyway, they cleared off and left this frequency free, so that's why we moved in here. Okay, thanks for the information, Kevin. Let's see who else is out there that wants to check in with us on the net. And Chuck, if you're back, anybody on the YouTube stream, you can let me know too. This is Victor Echo 3, Bravo Kilowatt. Anybody anywhere, please go now.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Yeah, go ahead there, Chuck.
Yeah, Rick, a little while ago we had someone from British Columbia check in with us. I have a call sign for you, but they've since left. And the call sign is Victor Echo 7, Oscar Delta Romeo. That's Donna from British Columbia. Victor Echo 7, Oscar Delta Romeo.
Okay, Victor Echo 7, Oscar Delta Romeo, and Donna from BC. Well, too bad she had to leave there. She could have heard us mention her call here on the stream. But oh well. If you're out there, Donna, thank you for being there, and too bad we can't work direct right at the moment. When the OQP comes around in April, maybe we'll be able to do it. So OQP, I work for lots of V6s, V7s, usually V4, and so hopefully we can do that then. Anyway, anything else there, Chuck, over?
Yeah, Rick, we've also got my cousin Guy, Golf Uniform Yankee, Guy, in Ottawa, and he's following along also on YouTube. Hello, Guy. Nice to see you in the chat. Back to you, Rick.
Well, okay, Guy, and it's good to hear you, Guy. Well, we don't hear you, but good that you're on there listening in on the YouTube stream of your cousin. So thanks for doing that, Chuck. And Guy, you're more than welcome to listen in, work on your handle license, and see what you can do. Or maybe he is already. I'm not sure about that. Chuck, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, Guy is going to join. Well, he's going to join the Ottawa Amateur Radio Club, the OARC, and there's a study, a class, I should say, coming up very soon, and he's going to be joining that. So he really wants to get his ham ticket.
Okay, Guy, if you're listening, that's a really good club. I was a member, what do you call it? I was a member during the pandemic. They had free membership at the time, and I'm still getting their newsletter, and they got a really big club there. And we actually went on Zoom to one of their meetings, and I couldn't get over how many of those club members I actually knew from Iraq, Radio Amateurs of Canada. So, anyway, good club to be involved in. So good luck with that, and go to their classes, and I'm sure their classes are pretty good. Okay, let's get back to this, and first of all, let's go back to Chuck. Anybody else here on there, Chuck? Over.
No, that's it for now, Rick. I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, okay, well, very good. Well, the band has been really good, and we did have noise before the hour started, but by the time the hour came around, I guess the time change made the difference, and now it's pretty quiet, and I got both my chargers on, both types of batteries down in the basement. The ones are a lead acid backup, which don't have the capacity that new one has, for sure. And I've got a 2-amp charger on it, and it's seems that you got a 6-amp one that'll do both. This is a 2-amp one that'll do both, and it tells you when it's done and fully charged and everything. So, the 2-amp charge on a 100-amp-hour battery, just let it trickle along, it's doing great. Anyway, so I'm all set up for running battery power. I don't do it enough, I should do it every once in a while just to give it a test or whatever, but I've tested a few times, and, it's beautiful, and the noise is external here. The noise is external, so when I go to battery backup, or I turn off the power here, I've done that once. I turned off the power in the house and went on battery, and my noise did not go away, Chuck. So, it must be those copper pirates and stuff that still are down, guys, and any RF and maybe the high tension lines over here. But you got a high noise level too at times, so I don't know what yours is caused from, because you're actually in a neighborhood, that hasn't got any factories close by or nothing like that. Tom, he has a place of business right behind him, and he has external noise too. So anyway, and I told him about that Unan. He hasn't been able to find one either to try that out. So anyway, we'll have to give that a try and see later on. Okay, we're clear with Chuck for the moment. VA3CJZ. Look him up on YouTube, and you can see the live stream. Anyway, okay, this is V3 Bravo Kilowatt for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. We're looking for check-ins. You don't have to be a member or anything. So anybody anywhere, if you're copying us and you want to check in, please go now. I heard something, Foxtrot Charlie Zulu. Didn't get the prefix, and you write down the lead to me. Is anybody copying him any better than me there? Go ahead. Okay, let me try something here and see if I can pick you up a little better. I hear you, but I'm not hearing you really good. So anyway, let's try it once more, and I'll change what I'm listening to, and maybe I'll pick you up a little better here. I can't seem to hear you local. So all I got the Farley, or the Fox Charlie Zulu. I got that part. Try it again. I'm listening somewhere else there. Go ahead. Didn't seem to help there. So if you're still in there, try once more. I heard you anyway, and I didn't get the prefix though. I'm not sure if it's VA3 Fox Charlie Zulu or it's some other prefix there. Go ahead. Probably talking right now. Anyway, anybody copy him? Mac, are you still in there? Can you copy him? I got nothing there. W, Chuck, did you hear him at all?
I couldn't get the last letter V.
Okay, I can hear a bell there. Okay, V3 IUK, go ahead.
Yeah, the best I could get out of that was Kilo Echo 2 Foxtrot Charlie. I couldn't get the last letter. I've got a bit of a noise from here.
Oh, you could hear him, eh, Bill? Yeah, well, geez, I had his call right then. So it was V3, yeah, whatever, right here. Can't read my own writing. Fox Charlie Zulu, did I get his call right, Bill? Over?
Well, all I got was Kilo Echo 2 Fox Charlie. Not sure about the last letter, Rick.
Okay, well, yeah, anyway, I guess, he was pretty weak there. He didn't say where he was or anything, did he?
No, all I got was the bit of the fault line. That was it, Rick.
Yeah, okay. Well, I got you in my line. So what have you been up to, Bill? And you found us here, and yeah, you're coming in here okay there. So I can copy you there. And you're in Dundas, aren't you? So you're kind of down in the gully there to us. So go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I got a noise level right now about that same noise level. Sometimes I get it at night between about 5 to 8 o'clock, 5 to 9 o'clock. So we're sitting there, it's not helping the situation any.
Well, I'm hearing you okay, and I'm listening in Pennsylvania right now, and also locally. I can hear you local too as well. And at the peaks you're going 5 and 9 here, 5 and 9, so it's not bad. And what's somebody said something about a new antenna, Nimbus antenna, whatever. Sometimes the Nimbus antenna works the best here when you're up close, when you're close to somebody. So, Skyburner up and back down again. That's usually how they work. Anyway, I don't know what kind of antenna you're running there, Bill. Maybe you can fill us in.
Yeah, well, I'm running an end-fed long wire here that holds up to 2 and 3. So going from about maybe 15 feet up to about 35 feet. So it's a 40-foot end-fed long wire. 40-meter end-fed long wire.
Wow, you just came right up there. Yeah, 40-meter end-fed wire. Okay. Yeah, well, it's working all right for you, no problem. Anyway, so Windows 11, I heard you one night saying how much you really didn't like it. Anyway, yeah, I've got used to Windows 10. I didn't like it when it first came out either. And then I learned how to turn stuff off and all that. And now I like the Windows 10 Pro. I like that quite a bit. And, I got the extended stuff, and Microsoft keeps throwing stuff at you that changes things and slows things down, and you got to be really careful. I think they want everybody to go out and buy a new computer for Windows 11 there. What do you think, Bill?
Oh, sure they do. They tell it about being green. At the same time, all the sports people that got computers that are quite adequate, they're going to be on the market next October. But I did see an article that's quite interesting, reading the fact that Microsoft lost enough people to Linux that it gives them a bit of a wake-up call. So we see what happens. The problem is that code Microsoft is now being written by artificial intelligence, but it's also being tested by AI. It's not being tested by real people. I think that's a lot of the problem. And the Microsoft issues go back around the time they started to develop Windows 8. They fired a lot of their senior programming staff, give them early retirement, and I don't think that was such a smart move. So the problem is they'll fix one thing with an update and break another. So I intend to put Windows 10 on all the machines I have a copy, what's called Windows 10 LPSC, which is good till 2029. So that's probably what I'm going to end up putting on all my computers. I get tired of Windows doesn't update and breaking something. So that's been my experience anyway, Rick.
Yeah, well, hey, you got lots of experience. I hear a lot of people are going to Unix. So, yeah, I tried that once. What was it called? Jeez, WinOps? No, Knops or something. It was a German outfit that had made it Unix into like a Windows-like desktop and all that stuff, and you could load it up off a CD on any computer, and it was pretty good. But I came, I was part of the OS2 team back when IBM had that going, and I thought that was pretty good. I nearly ran that on all my computers at one time, but anyway, so I joined Microsoft. If you can't beat them, join them, kind of thing. That's the way I looked at it. And so, and now we're to the stage where people are saying, so computers are a big waste of time. Well, yeah, I heard somebody talking on the net tonight that, it took them a long time to upgrade, and Windows just went in there and did itself, upgraded all by itself and just took things over, and that's why, you got to turn some of that off. So they're going to stop support of Windows 10, and I already had a conversation with a high-tech, a lot you knew, about the Windows 11 with U-File program, and I use U-File for my income tax, and I asked him, well, if it's only going to work on Windows 11, I'm not going to use it. I'll go to another one. And this idiot, he says, oh no, well, Windows 10 has got into support in October and all this, He's telling me, oh yeah, like he didn't know that it'll still work on Windows 10, no problem. I've already tried it and it does work. So, letting the senior staff go and all that kind of stuff. AI, I don't, the AI stuff I don't really, it's nice to get a quick answer to something, but that's about it. That's all I use it for. But anyway, we could talk about that for a long time, Bill. Anyway, thanks for the check-in and thanks for the information too. And that other program, is that available to the general public, or is that part of being in the trade there? Over.
Yeah, the Windows LTSC is for business use, but I have a copy that I can put on more than one computer. I really don't want to see what it does, but we have it. But the Linux version that you can look at, Windows 10 is end of life, is something called Soren OS, and it's gained a lot of popularity and apparently has earned support. The obvious thing is that if you go to Soren OS, you may not be able to use all the programs that you enjoyed using in Windows. And as far as OS 2 goes, I had my experience with OS 2 when I was working full-time. It was good. Unfortunately, Microsoft and IBM had a falling out, and IBM didn't market it very well, and OS 2 stopped at, I think, version 4.5. But there is something out there called Arca OS, and it is basically OS 2 or 4.5 that they've been able to modernize it so that it can take advantage of newer hardware. So that's called Arca OS, Alpha Romeo Charlie Alpha OS. And there's a lot of people that use it for running older legacy software. So there's always alternatives depending on your needs, Chuck. Rick, I won't hold it because you're probably one of the people in your rate can talk about this all night. So we'll turn it back to you.
Yeah, okay, well, thanks for that information. And I was part of the OS 2 team at one time. We went around the stores and demonstrated and all that good stuff. I didn't do that for too long, though, because it ended, just like you said. Anyway, okay, well, thank you very much for checking, Bill. VA3IUK is in the log, and we're at the end of our hour. We usually go only till 9 o'clock. So we'll have a last-minute call-out before we go to 10 meters. We go to 28, 485, and depending on whether the band's open or not, it's just a local rag chew. But anyway, anybody, anywhere, if you want to check into our net before, this is our last call. V3 Bravo Kilowatt. Please go now.